welcome. We are here again, another week on Transforming Detroit. And as you know, each week we come to bring you inspiration, education, and occasionally a little entertainment. But today we have a phenomenal show ahead of us. We have the wonderful, well-renowned, I'll say world-renowned, known Gail Perry Mason, an Oprah Winfrey financial guru, and also we have Dr. Rowe, who is also nationally known for her nutritional help that she is giving for all of us. Welcome to Transforming Detroit.
It is a pleasure to be with you.
Yes, an honor. Definitely an honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going to have an awesome show today. An awesome show.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, absolutely. So I want you to sit tight right there. Get on your Facebooks, your Twitters, email, and do all that texting, all of that great stuff that you know to do. Let people know that we are on live right now, again, this week on Transforming Detroit. We'll be right back after this.
You bring hypertension and heart attacks to people!
Coffee is good!
You're killing people with your unhealthy ways!
That's why we are called fast food.
You have taken healthy food for granted!
This is madness!
This is spinach! Tonight, we dine in hell! Wage war on bad eating habits. Eat healthy, live healthy.
Well, welcome back into Transforming Detroit. We are here with wonderful guests, as we do each week. We have financial guru Gail Perry Mason and also our nutritionist coach, Dr. Rowe. And we are continuing our discussion as we were before break. And we're going to talk about now some tips for us. I'll start with you, Gail.
Okay.
What tips could you give to the average person, knowing how Detroit is, especially with our economic situation, the average person who would like to start a new life with finances?
The first thing, they have to see where they are at that moment. And I think if you don't look at where you are at that moment, you don't know where you're going to go. So first of all, you have to follow your money, see where it's going. Follow your money for 30 days. And I think the best website is Mint, MINT.com. Best website to follow your money. Then once you see where your money's going, then you say, okay, my next step, I need to take some layoffs. Things, you don't need to spend all the money that you do on your cell phones, on your cable bills, on different things like that. Start looking at, magazines or things. Just start looking what you can lay off in your household. So go home, make some layoffs. Even if you have to go home and lay off some clothes. As women, we all have clothes. You might say, oh, I need to take my clothes to a consignment shop. Take your clothes to a consignment shop. And I had $598 the first time I went to a consignment shop and just got rid of clothes in my closet. And then the other thing you need to do is to also, after you follow your money, make layoffs, create your own personal board of directors.
And once I love that.
Well, once you make your own personal board of directors, you might have a coach on there, of course, a financial coach, an insurance person, an attorney. So start putting together people, credit specialists. Green Path is a great one. But start putting together people who can help you in your life, because you can't do everything by yourself. That's why they call them coaches, because you can't do it all by yourself.
Absolutely.
So I think you need to do that, and then come together and say, okay, what's my plan? What is my plan? What's my goals? If you don't have any financial goals, I want to buy a house, I want to buy another home, even if you're in foreclosure, you can always have a recovery plan. So start thinking about different programs you could get into, whether it's a HEART program or a program reducing your interest, reducing your principal. This is the best time in the world to be in financial trouble, because there's so many resources out there.
Absolutely.
So I think you're in financial trouble? Okay, good. Timing is perfect. There's resources out here for me to get out of my student loans, out of my mortgage, out of different things I can do. And then also there's resources out here for me to have 5 avenues of income. So I'll talk about that too. But you can also, start just selling different things online. Try to join focus groups. So there's so many things you can do, but look at it as a family, take a holistic approach, look at it as a family, and know the steps you have to take financially.
That is awesome. You always have wonderful, wonderful tips. Mint.com, like mint, M-I-N-T.
That's right.
Awesome, awesome. Because people need to know that. A lot of times people would say, like you said, you suggest a board of directors. And you mentioned a coach. Somebody could say, I don't have money for a coach. I can't do this or that. But then there's Green Path for credit repair. And that's free.
It's a
Or
nonprofit and it's free,
nonprofit.
or $50.
Or $50.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. Now, Dr. O, someone is in need of help. They need to change their lifestyle of eating. What tip could you give them to start anew?
Well, the first thing is, if you want to change your life, you need to change your mind. I need you to change your mind. That means I need you to think differently about food and about physical activity.
Yes.
You know, the family that I grew up in had a big gargantuan breakfast of mammoth proportion, and that was just like every day. That was run of the mill. That was run of the mill for my family. But what I'm saying to you is that I need you to think differently about food now. Some people think they can't have juice unless it's with breakfast, or you can't have, you can't eat certain foods at certain times, and they consider a meal to be like, 5,000 calories. And what I'm saying is that no, not so, right?
Absolutely.
So one of the things that I want people to understand is that we need to get away from that old brown and beige meat and potatoes diet that America has, adapted. And frankly, it is the diet that got us in the predicament that we find ourselves in today. So what I need you to do is put more color back in your diet. I need you to eat more colorful vegetables and fruit. Design your plate in a way so that, 50%, half of your plate is made of colorful vegetables and fruit. Why? Because there are pigments in those colors, big words, chemical compounds called phytochemicals and antioxidants that go a long way to protect you from disease like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and the like. The other thing is, when you eat more vegetables and fruit, know that these are fewer in calories than any other category of food, right? Any other category of food. And they contain more nutrients, so more vitamins and minerals, and more water. And the more water you put in your body, the more you get rid of. So that means you get rid of weight, okay? So now we're talking about nutrient-dense foods rather than calorically dense foods. Think a piece of fried chicken or brownie. Small package, a whole lot of calories. Think a plate of vegetables, big package, but because it's by volume, fewer calories, more nutrition. So 50% of your plate is going to be colorful vegetables and fruit. The other quarter, now we're going to break it up into 4 quarters. It's a whole, right? So 2 quarters, 50%, half of your plate, colorful vegetables and fruit. 1 quarter is going to be lean protein. You know what it is. Turkey, chicken. It could be lean red meat. That's fine. Fish, of course, and beans. Don't sleep on beans. Beans are as much protein as they are carbohydrate. And by the way, they're good carbs. So let's use beans for some protein, right? And then the final quarter is whole grains. And so now we have a well-rounded plate. And whole grains, by that I mean oats, oatmeal, not the instant kind. Okay, let's get the kind that you're going to cook on top of the stove. But oatmeal, brown rice instead of white rice. I'm talking about whole grains like quinoa. I'm talking sprouted buckwheat. Think Ezekiel bread and Ezekiel cereals. The reason whole grains are so important is because they are chock full of fiber and other nutrients that will sustain your energy all day. So we're going to eat differently. So in order to what? Change your mind. To change your life, you got to change your mind. You want to change your waistline? I need you to think differently.
Awesome. Now, I've heard this saying before, and in my study, I've found some truth to it. But I would like to ask you this question. Is it true that cancer cannot live in a green body? Meaning there's a lot of green that, as a result, because as cancer being an inflammatory disease.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about it in those terms, because quite frankly, there are many dormant cancers lying around in people's bodies, and they don't even know.
That's
because but if let's talk green vegetables, which are anti-inflammatory by their very nature.
Absolutely.
Okay? They're more alkaline in nature rather than acidic. So they fight inflammation throughout your entire body. You want to talk about a highly inflammatory substance that will keep your muscles sore, that will keep your ligaments sore, that will cause, you know, puffiness? Sugar. Sugar. Toxic to your body. Highly inflammatory. So for foods that fight inflammation throughout the body, and I mean in every part of the body, from your heart, which is a muscle, to your ligaments, to your joints, we're talking about green vegetables. Eat your greens. When your mama tells you eat your greens and eat your roughage, that is backed by science. And the more we learn about the power of those chemical compounds in foods that give the fruits and vegetables their color, those green vegetables, the more we learn about these foods and the power that they have to heal and to sustain life, I mean, it will really blow your mind. And we're learning more every single day.
Oh, wow. That's something. Because sugar and all the sugar substitutes, you know, oftentimes we're taught about the sugar substitutes as being the ones that are so toxic.
But sugar is a toxin.
Itself being toxic.
Sugar is a toxin.
Yes, I think many people need to know that. Now, so you guys, you both are going on tour?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. A new woman.
2013, a new woman. That's what we're going to do.
A new woman.
A new
Yes.
woman. That's right. Watch out now.
Watch.
We're changing lives. This is a movement. All three of us together,
That's
we are
right.
a movement.
And now
that's
your
what we're
third,
gonna do.
the comedian.
The indie mom of comedy. Her name is Michelle.
Michelle.
The indie mom of comedy. And not only will she bring love and light to
And
the
laughter.
process, but she will bring laughter.
And for those who are not aware, laughter releases natural serotonin.
Yes.
And that is a healer.
It's the best
So
medicine.
it's like laughing is so fun.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Absolutely.
What would life be without laughter?
Laughter and love is all you need to live.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's all.
you're
That's all you need.
walking and talking
Yes.
because the doctor said, give her love.
Right.
Yes.
And I've been cracking jokes ever since. So I know that's what we're supposed to do.
And shining her love on others. Her service to
children.
others. Her service to others is so insurmountable. I mean, I could literally weep when I think about the way she gives of herself to others, and children especially. So she got love, and look at her. She's giving it back, paying it forward.
And even like pearls of wisdom. Will you tell, how is that going? Talk about, let's talk very briefly about pearls of wisdom.
Well, Pearls of Wisdom should be out in 2013 also. So,
Awesome.
and also my line of pearls. So we're working on both of them. So yes, and I love giving pearls to girls all the time. That's what I do all the time.
Now talk about your lines of pearl, the line of pearls that are coming
Yes.
out. Aren't they going to have little quotes from Gail Perry
Little quotes
Mason?
on them, yes.
And
the
what,
book will
what
have quotes on
jewelry
them also.
store?
Well, we're not sure yet. So
Okay.
we were talking to Tappers, so I'm hoping that comes to light. So I'll put it out there. So definitely. So, but I will tell you, yeah, I think all women should wear pearls. I just love
Yes.
that. And every time I meet a young lady, I always buy her a strand of pearls. I just think that's one thing that, just being a lady, because we're all wounded, just like a pearl. Mm-hmm. And then each strand represents, a growth.
Now, for everyone listening, don't send your letters to Dr. Odilia so that you can get the pearls from Gail. I'm aware that she said for every woman or every young lady that I meet, not so much.
No, but I do love giving pearls. So
That's
that's what I'm
so
doing this Christmas is giving, young women pearls. So I love doing that.
Awesome. And you've just had a birthday.
Yes, we
And
both
you
just
had,
had
and
birthday.
we all just had birthdays, but you're celebrating, and your
I
birthday
just
was
celebrated,
yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes, and
And
I'm celebrating tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
And we're going to do it for an organization of parents who have lost their children and children who have lost their parents. So it's called Never Forgotten Christmas. So it'll be next Saturday. So my birthday is really to serve others and to help others just have a never forgotten Christmas. It's going to be a fun event next
is so
Saturday. So I'm really excited. Even though it's a little bit overwhelming now. So I know my assistant Erica is probably going out of her mind, but because it's become like a real production, but it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
It is a production.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. I think that's
I'm not doing it by myself, so I have to say that. So thank God I do have help.
I think this is so awesome because even you've been on BET, Fox News, PBS,
That's
CNN.
Fox Business. I want to make sure.
Fox Business.
Yeah, Fox Business Report, not the real Fox. Okay.
PBS, CNN, and MSNBC, and NPR Radio, etc. And you've been around nationally. This is really awesome because Detroit, I believe, the people in Detroit need to see that people really care and that there is great influence right here at home.
Oh, definitely. Homegrown.
And we're connected with people around the world that are willing to come and share and
Absolutely.
to give back.
Look, Dr. Rowe, right here.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's such an honor. Now, what plans do we have for a new in Detroit specifically?
Well, you know we're coming back. You know,
Hello.
Detroit is.
Hello.
For all we know, this could be our inaugural city for the
That's
tour.
right.
We don't know, but we
I
do
say
know
it
that
is.
Detroit is definitely on the new tour.
Oh,
Absolutely.
definitely. And
Yeah.
these are my roots. I am Detroit. I love Detroit. Detroit is what gave me love, and Detroit is what I give back my love to. So I love this city. This is the best city that I know, and I would never ever. That's one thing I'll never ever move away because I love Detroit. I might want to one day get a home somewhere else in Georgia, but otherwise I'm good. Love Savannah, but otherwise I love Detroit.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome.
Yes.
Because, it's just awesome because we have to have that positive energy to be
Oh, we do.
constantly reinforced to all of us.
And Gail is an ambassador for the city of Detroit wherever she goes. I mean, I've toured with her all over the country, and I can tell you from personal experience, she is a Detroit ambassador.
Oh, definitely. I wear my Detroit snob shirt all the time. Do you have one?
No.
You have to get one. I'm gonna get you one. Detroit snob shirt. Definitely.
They're
I would do
Detroit
that.
snob. I
Yes.
love that.
That's what
Absolutely.
I am. A Detroit snob. I love Detroit.
I love that. Now, before we go, would you like to share some more tips, some financial tips before we go into our final segment?
Oh, sure.
Yes, because
Definitely.
I know you have a ton of resources that
Yes.
you can share for people, even some options for
Okay,
extra
option.
income.
Okay, extra income. I'll start with one, pinkpanel.com. Women can get paid to wear makeup.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Another great website is feedthepig.org. It just gives you steps on how to become a millionaire. Another one, gazelle.com, how to sell your old electronics, GAZELLE.com. Another one, taking pictures, photos. You can download photos and get paid for doing that.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
called iStockPhoto.com.
I'm going to
So,
put this
I mean,
on my
there's a lot-
Facebook, everyone. iStockPhoto.
iStockPhoto.com. So those are just some different resources. And focusgroups.com is where you can go and get paid for your opinion. Or you can get paid to go shopping. Go to sassyshop.com.
That is
So there's a lot of
focusgroups.com?
focusgroups.com. And find a focus group in your area. And then they'll call you in to test cereal or test pop or do whatever. Because they always want your opinion. So we love to get our opinion. Anyway, might as well get paid for it.
That is absolutely awesome, Gail. Awesome. Now, Dr. Rowe, what final tips would you like to give everyone?
Well, I just think at the end of the day, I want you to know that it's not where you start out, but it's where you end up. A lot of people lose hope, in the battle against the bulge or just trying to live a healthy lifestyle so that you're not moaning and groaning and limping around and not being your best. People lose hope. I want you to know you don't have to lose hope. I want you to stick with it. I want you to know that it's possible. I want you to know that it's not where you start out, it's where you end up. And that this whole thing that we want called a healthy lifestyle, it really is achieved on the basis of it being a process. This is a process. And you're going to be in this process every single day of your life. And some days you might wake up and you might not feel like taking that walk. Some days you might want to have a chocolate chip cookie. Not the end of the world, because I want you to see your food and your relationship with food, deal with it one meal at a time. Okay? One meal at a time and every day. Because, you know, Americans make over 250 decisions a day, daily, about food and physical activity.
Wow.
I'm here to say that the frequency with which you make the best choice for yourself at each of those opportunities is going to ensure your long-term success. So be patient with yourself. Be loving with yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Because you'll get the best body when you start to love the one you got right now.
Absolutely.
See, I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
Yes.
You move forward when you start loving it now.
Yes, you have to love all of what you have. Love your fat. Love your love handles. Love all of it. Because it will cooperate with you. When you start to do things differently, it'll cooperate with you from a position of love.
Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely.
That is so powerful.
Absolutely.
That is so powerful because it's inviting people to the opportunity of appreciation.
Yes.
You have to
And the
appreciate
whole-
what God gave you.
Yes.
Definitely. And then God didn't make you eat
Right.
all the food that we did eat. So we can't blame it on that, like, oh, I'm big boned, I'm this, so I know.
No, God ain't responsible for that.
God's not responsible, yeah, absolutely.
We all have to be responsible
Yes,
for our own
absolutely.
lives and our own selves. But in that responsibility, we have to love ourselves. And I find that as a people, I don't think we do that enough.
Ah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Woo! I can't believe that the show is almost over. How Carol Burnett used to say, I'm so glad we had this time together. Well, we'll be back because we have to find out how we're going to stay in touch with Gail Perry Mason and Dr. Rowe. We'll be right back after this very brief break.
When it comes to staying healthy and fit, eating more colorful fruits and vegetables every day really does matter.
Welcome back. And I'm going to sing it. Welcome back. I had to do that. I just had to do it. I know. Well, we are going to close out with our special guest. And I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that Transforming Detroit has the opportunity of sharing with Gail Perry Mason and Dr. Rowe. I want you both, we're going to start with Gail, while you look into the cameras
Okay.
and let everyone know where they can find you. And we can talk about Anu.
Okay, definitely. They can find me. I'm right here in Detroit. I love Detroit. I'm right here. But they can follow me on waist reduction. And it's because I always wanted to waste, like you're talking about. I always want, and I don't want us to waste any more money. So follow me on Twitter at waist reduction, or on Facebook, Gail Perry Mason, or my website, gailperrymason.net. So I look forward to you reaching out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, visit everythingrow.com. On there, you click on my Twitter icon, click on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel. Join me, join my community in all of those places where I give you daily free information on nutrition, health, and fitness, and daily inspiration. I'd love you to join me.
I'm joining you. Thank you.
I'm joining you. I'm joining you.
We're thrilled.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I want to thank you both.
This has been fantastic.
Thank you so much. I want to thank you both for coming. This is so amazing. So amazing. And listen, I want you to watch this show. I hope you taped it, okay? It's going to air again, as you see every week. I want you to watch this show again, because this information is so imperative for our transformation. And as I always share with you, if Detroit experiences a transformation, I believe that we will impact the world, because the economic suffering that we suffered as it relates to the houses and the jobs, etc., it did not just affect us. It also affected the world. In the UK and Africa, they were affected by what happened to us. I invite you to start first with you. Take a different view and view on your life, view on your health, view on your wealth. Elements, issues, oftentimes start first in the mind. And whatever your current perspective is, that, my dear, is the perspective that derives your conclusion. So we want you to think very positively. We want you to appreciate the things that you've gone through in life. Okay, you lost the job. All right, you lost the house. Been there, done that. You heard the story just a couple of weeks ago of my story of homelessness. Hello. It can happen to any of us.
That's right.
So I want you to understand, as I always share with you, your mess up and or tragedy is just an opportunity for prosperity. It's also an opportunity for you to transform your life, and also in as much as the world. It's also possible. So be positive, stay positive, listen to the tips. I'm going to put it on my Facebook, and I'm also going to blog the information that we received today. I love every last one of you. And know this, transformation, it is so, Detroit. I want you to visit me online at Facebook, Dr. Princess-Odilia, on Twitter, Princess-Odilia, and also Bountiful Opportunities Group. And don't forget, you can call my office anytime, 877-888-7979 if you are in need of consultation or a life coach that cares about you. Love you. Have a great week.